Hello friends, welcome back to our YouTube channel DS Tech Mirror. Topic for today video is how to move your Power Automate flow from one environment to another, or you can say that export import of Power Automate flow. There could be various scenarios where you require to move your flow from one environment to another. That means from one tenant to another, because Power Automate is one of the service of Office 365. That means it works in cloud. To give an example of few scenarios could be, if you have different tenant, for example, one tenant is for the development and another tenant is the production. So once the development is completed for your Power Automate flow, then instead of recreating that flow on the production environment, it is better to move your flow from development environment to the production tenant. Or these days, there are various migrations going on in different organizations where, because of split, or because of various business deals, organizations are migrating from one tenant to another. In that case, you have to move all your Power Automate flow from one tenant to another. So how you will do that in this video will cover that. So moving of this flow from one environment to another, it's also called as export and import of flow. So this you will achieve by exporting your Power Automate flow in from one tenant, and then we will import that flow into the destination tenants. How we will do that? So let's see. I will move to the Power Automate flow now. So this is my one tenant where I have created this flow. Let me go to my flows. Over here, I'll show you. This is my flow. Move flow to another environment. And this is my another destination tenant where I will be moving that flow to this tenant. And over here, if I refresh it, that flow does not exist. So let's see how we will move that flow. Move flow to another tenant is the name of the flow to this particular tenant. I will call it as the destination tenant, and this is the tenant. I will call it as the source tenant in my video, just to be clear. So I have already created this flow. I will not go into the technical details of this flow because that is not the agenda for this particular video. I will just take you through this flow, what we are doing in this particular flow. Let me edit this flow. So in this flow, what we are doing, first of all, this is we are triggering this flow manually. This is one. Then what we are doing, we are getting the user profile of the current logged in user. Then this is one, user profile action. Then we are using the SharePoint connection where we are getting the files properties only. We are looping through all the files present in one of the document library, and then after that what we are doing, we are moving those files to another document library in the same site collection, and at last we are sending an email. So in this, what you should observe is we are using this one connection. This is different. Over here, if I will hover over it, you can see this is menu for get user profile. This is my SharePoint connection, and this is my Outlook connections. So one important thing is just make a note of these connections which I am using. Another thing is what I am doing in this flow. Let me quickly cover it. This is one of the site called demo to be deleted. In this, I have a library name called flow. I'm iterating through all these documents present in the document library called flow, and I am moving it to another document library called share documents. So this is the basic functionality, and at last I am sending an email to the current logged in user. So let me quickly run it, and then you will see. So this is my site to be deleted in my tenant, and I will let me open this document library called flow, and another is the destination would be this document library called share documents. Okay, so let me clean all these documents which are present in the destination. So let me copy all these documents first of all to the source. This is my document library called flow, and let me remove them from here because my flow will be moving all my document from this document library called flow to this document library called documents, and internal name is the share documents. So my this is ready. Now what I will do, I will run the flow just to showcase you the functionality and just see whether this is working fine, because again we are going to test it in the destination tenant. So I'll click on save. Flow is saved now. I'll click on test flow manually, test. This is saying this flow use Office 365 users, SharePoint and Office 365 Outlook. These are the three connections which my flow is using: Office 365 Outlook, SharePoint and Office 365 users. I'll run flow. Your flow runs successfully. Done. Okay. Flow is running. You can see that all these actions are completed, like manually triggering a flow, then user profile, get files. Now it is iterating through all my files and moving it to the destination. Once this is completed, then we will go to our site collection and see whether our documents have been moved to the documents library, which internal name is share documents. So all my actions are completed now. Let me go to my site collection. My site collection is demo to be deleted, and you can see none of the documents is present in this library, and I think they are moved to this destination library called share documents. So over here you can see, I will refresh in 2-3 minutes ago. So my flow is working absolutely fine. It has moved all the documents from one library to another. Now I will move this flow from this tenant to another, and we will again test it in the destination tenant. So let's see how we will do this, how we will move our flow. I will go over here, my flows. I will select my flow. This is my flow, move flow to another environment, and over here I can see export. I will select this three dots. You can also call it as ECB menu, because in SharePoint we call it as ECB menu only. So, or at the top also you will find this option. So either way, both the ways you can export your flow. So I will select it. At the top in the ribbon, select this and then export. It is giving you an option in the form of zip file. It will do that. Click on it. Okay, now we have to provide some details for our package, because it will be exported as a package in the form of .zip file. So I will say it as, okay, move flow, move documents. I'll say move documents and package, move documents package. Environment, I will name it as source. Description, I'll say POC for export import flow. Okay, now over here at the if I'll scroll down, once I'll provide the package details, over here it is asking me to review package content. So over here you have to click on this import setup update. Over here you will get two options: one is the create as new, second is the update. If you will select as create as new, that means it will be created as a new flow in the destination environment. If you will select as an update, that means this flow already exists in your destination environment, but you have changed some functionality, or you changed anything and you want to update it. In that case you will select the second option. In our case it will be created as a new flow, so I'll select it as create as new, save. Okay, and in the action also, if you will click over it, the same option will appear in both the ways, like if you click on import setup or actions. And if you want to add any comment, you can do that. Now if you will scroll down over here, related resources, I told you we have three connections: SharePoint connection, Office 365 users connection, Office 365 Outlook connections. So it is what message it is coming over here: import setup. So if I'll click on it, select during import. So what it is saying, select your connections during import. So we will take care of these connections while importing the flow. Right now we are exporting it. So what we have to do, just provide the package details. Over here select as create as new or update, and then export your flow. So it is creating our package. Our package is ready and it is downloaded. Show in folder. So this is where my package is present. Let me copy it. Okay, in this folder I will copy this And now my package is ready. Just for our knowledge, let's unzip it and see what is present inside my package file. So let's extract all. Okay, so package is extracted, and over here you can see this is one manifest.json file. We have one folder. Inside this again one manifest.json file, and then we have connections map file, definition, API map. So one by one at a very high level we will see. We will not go into much details of this file. Just for our knowledge, we should know there is one manifest.json file. Let me open it with notepad. So this is my file. In this I have all the details regarding the schema 1.0, display name of the package, what details we have provided, move document, package description, whatever the details we have provided while exporting, all these details are present over here. So these are the details. Then source environment name, then resources, create as new, suggested creation type we have selected as new, so it is coming over here, create as new. Then I think there would be some details for regarding the connections also. One is shared Office 365 users. So all these connections of my package which I provided while exporting the flow are present over here. My connections, all my details, and if there is any dependencies, all these details. Okay, let's move to few other files. Again we have this manifest.json file. Let's see if it is any different from the earlier one. Yes. So what it is saying again, there's not much details in this file. There's no much details in this package, in this file. Flow assets path. Even I'm not sure about this assets path. What is this grid all about? Let's go into another folder which was present over here. First I'll go to definition file. This is my definition file, and I think all the definition of my entire flow is present in this. Okay, yes, over here you can see this is my source site collection, and then email. I told you there's one email connection is over there. Then at the top there would be some connection related to the Office 365 user also. Get file is one of the action which I'm using. So the entire flow, all the the entire business logic is present in this file, definition file. Okay, then I think this is the connection file, as the name is suggesting, connection map. Yes, 365 user, SharePoint Online, and Outlook connection. So this is my connection file, and this is API map.json file. Let's see about this file. And again this is having certain grids. Okay, so at a very high level we have covered all the file. Main file is the definition file, which is having all the definition. Connection file, it is having all the details about the various connections which I have used. And at the root level we have one manifest file which is having all the details while we exported the flow. Okay, now as a next step, first step is completed. We have already exported our flow. Now we want to import this flow to a new tenant, to a destination tenant. So I will move to another tenant. So friends, now I am the destination tenant. Over here I am going to import the exported package. So to import the package, what I will do, I will I will click on my flows, and over here at the top in the ribbon you can see this import link. I'll click on this import button or link. So once this is done, now over here you can see we have to upload our package.zip file. I'll click on upload button. So this is my zip file which I have imported. I will click on it. Move documents package. If you remember, this is the name which we have selected for the package. So this is now uploading the package in the Power Automate. At the bottom you can see there was a message like your upload is in progress. So now upload is completed, and over here please make a note of these important details. First of all is the package details, move document package, environment source, and POC for export import flow. This is the same information which we have provided while exporting the flow. Next is the review package content. So these three sections were also present when we were exporting the package, and now the same sections are present while importing the package. So while review package content, we selected a new, like create as a new file, create as a new Power Automate. So at the destination also it will remain as same. What will happen if I click on it? So over here also, I'm getting the same message. If I want, I can again change it as update, and this is the resource name. So even if you select as create as new while exporting the package, you have an option to change it while importing also. At the last, we have this related resources. So this is the most important step. So guys, you have to understand like this, all this users name, all these things are not present in my destination tenant. This is a separate tenant, so all these connections are not present. So I have to update my connections, and then only my Power Automate flow will work. So over here it is a message is coming, select during import. If I click on it, select during import, so existing connections are coming. I can, if a connection is already exist, it could be possible I have imported few flows in the past, so connection could exist, but over here I can't see these connections. So what I will do, I will create new. I'll select create new connection. See, this is coming under this data tables and connections. So over here I have to create a new connection. So what is the connection name? Office 365 users connection. So at the top in the ribbon, I will click on new connection. In this new connection, now I have to select the category for which category I have to create a connection. What is it? It is a SharePoint connection, Office 365 users connection, or Outlook connection. Over here I can see the resource type. I have to select Office 365 users connection. I will try to search using Control F, Office. Okay, so I'm not getting anything. Let me scroll through this list, and I can see this is in alphabetical order. So I will scroll down, and over here I can see this Office 365 users. So this is the connection which I will be using, and over here I will click on create. Office 365 users create, and you can see this pop-up is coming, and from here I can select the connection. So I will select, this is the connection which I used while creating the flow in my source tenant. Over here I will provide the password, and it is adding a connection into this new tenant. So I think this is done. Over here I can even in this connection list I can recheck also whether my connection got created or not, and at the bottom I can see this new connection got created 4 seconds ago. If I want to see anything, any details about this connection, click on details. So these are the details about the newly connected connection: status connected, owner of the owner, then apps using this connection none, flow using this connection none, because till now we have not created anything using this connection. We have not yet imported our flow. So I'll go back now. I will refresh this list. Even before refreshing, I can see this newly created connection, and I will select it, and I will click on save, and you can see this cross is coming. This means this connection got updated. Over here also you can see this connection got updated. Similarly, I have to do the same thing for rest of my connection. So I'll select during import, connection is not present, create new. This time it was I know it was SharePoint, so I will select SharePoint, new connection. SharePoint is coming at the top. Connect directly cloud services, because if we are not connecting to any on-premise data gateway. Create, and again it will populate the list of users, and I will select from there. I have to provide the password, I think, because I provided in the past for my first connection. So this is also done. I'll go back, I'll say refresh list. Yes, my connection got populated, and save, and you can see this cross. And for similarly I will do for the last connection, Office 365 Outlook, create new. So this is the most important step, that you have to update all your connections, all that you have to update all your accounts. So a connection is the technical word which we should use. Okay, new connection, and this time Outlook. Fine. Over here in the in the same way I will create this Outlook connection also, same username, and this is also done because we have already provided the password while updating the first connection for the Office 365 users. So I'll close other tabs. I will refresh my list, select this connection, and so now I've updated all my connections. My package details are fine. I have to create as new and I will click on import. Now I will wait. So importing your package, at the bottom you can see this message. Now import is in progress. Once the import is successful, that flow will be added to the list. So import is successful. All package resources were successfully imported. So import is successful. Now what we can do, let's go to my flows list and I can see this flow right now. So once you will import the flow, it will be disabled. So to enable it, what I will do, I will select it and I'll say turn on. It was turned off. So now my flow is ready. So let's edit this flow and then we will quickly test this flow, how it is working in the new environment. So you can say all these steps, everything as it is got populated. So you can see all the connections are populating. Even if I scroll the site address, because I've added the connection, I can find the details of all the other sites also. So everything is fine. What I will do, I will simply run this flow as it is. So I'll say click on test manually. Okay, let me do one thing, because my documents were already moved to the destination library. So this is my destination library, shared documents. Let me delete everything from here. This is my source library, flow library. Let me add all the documents in this. These are my documents. Let me quickly add them. So I'm adding 11 documents in my source library called flow. My destination library is empty. This is my source tenant. This is my source tenant from which I imported the flow. You can see. So, and in a different browser, I have another tenant. Let me show you again. This is my another tenant in which I imported the flow. So from this tenant I exported, and now I will be testing it from the destination tenant, how it is behaving after moving the flow. So let me run it now. Run, continue, run flow. Flow ran successfully. Now I want to see about its latest run. Let's see. So over here you can see this is a new environment and this is the status is also failed. So let's see what is the error. So first in my first connection I'm facing an error, get user profile. So guys, over here I can see in the error details, get user profile, this action got failed. And if I go down or try to expand it, I can say resource not found or user not found. Okay, so let me edit it, and while editing you can see this is get user profile. So what happened, I updated this connection, so I updated with my user ID, but my user ID is not added in this particular tenant. So when it is trying to find that using get user profile action, so it is not finding that particular user. So let's do one thing. I'll click on this properties, and over here you can see this my connections. So instead of using this user ID like my ID, I will revert it to the ID, existing ID which is present in this particular tenant, and rest of the things will remain the same. If I try to do the same with my SharePoint connection, so it will get the access denied error, because this particular user which is part of this destination tenant does not have access to the my SharePoint. So we will not do this anything with this connection. So let's save, and I will try to run it again. Test manually, test, continue, run flow. Done. And over here you can see this time this action get user profile ran successfully, file properties ran successfully. Now it is in the process of moving the documents from one document library to another. So this time let's see, and I'm confident that our flow will run successfully. So let's see. So my flow is completed now. I'll go to my SharePoint and see whether my documents have been moved. So this is my source flow library, and this is the destination. I think if I refresh it, yes, so document have been moved. You can say 2-3-4 minutes before only. So guys, my flow ran successfully over here. So you can see we are able to successfully move our flow from one tenant to another tenant. So the most important step is like you will be importing the flow. Sorry, you will export the flow. While exporting the flow, you will select whether you want to move it as a new flow, like create as new, or update an existing flow in the destination tenant. While importing the flow, you will update each and every connection. So after updating the connection, you can start your flow will get moved successfully. After that, you have to turn it on, and once it is turned on, your flow is activated, then your flow will run as expected. So guys, that's the end of today's video. If you like this video, please like and share the video and subscribe to the channel to get notification for our upcoming videos. If you have any issue related to this video or any of our previous video, you can reach out to us through our official email ID contactdstechmirror@gmail.com. We have created a group over Facebook called Modern SharePoint. You can find the link in the description box below. You can join that group and you can collaborate over there. Also, you can follow me on Twitter. My Twitter handle is below in the description box to get all the updates from the Office 365 world. Thank you. Much love. Keep learning.